Not solved the mystery yet?
No. Do you know, I've had absolutely no sympathy at all for my daughter. But Richard, with all that he's got on his mind, you know, he's been so thoughtful, so supportive. It must have been terrible identifying that body.
Yeah, well, it's never easy, you know. Even when you're no longer with someone, you know, they might have divorced, but, well, they'd have been happy ones.
Well, he seems to be bearing up all right.
And I'll have a malt, please. Make it a large one.
Are you celebrating?
Actually, I had to identify my ex-wife's body today. Now, some men might celebrate that, but...
Oh, Richard, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you want to know, love. No. I'm just raising a glass to a memory.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Have the police released the body officially yet?
I don't actually know that.
Ah, well, you've no need to worry about that at all, no. I'll see to everything, and we'll come to some sort of mutual agreement as to the date, you know, once I've sorted it.
Well, the earlier the better as far as I'm concerned, Archie. In fact, if you could push it along as quickly as possible, I'd be more than willing to meet any extra expense.
Oh.
Do you know, I got my electricity bill this morning, and I can't for the life of me remember anybody coming to read the meter.
Well, it was only an estimate, wasn't it?
No, it's based on a proper reading, that's what I mean. I'll ask Richard how they work it out.
Well, Richard's got enough on his plate with Patricia, ma'am.
And sweetheart, when we're in front of customers, would you call me Audrey?
OK. And what's wrong with Gran?
No, I just think it's more professional. Oh, hi, Richard.
Hello, Audrey. How are we today?
Well, do you want to ask him about the electricity bill?
Oh, no, that's all right. Listen, I'm not going to be forgetting anything now I've got my own girl Friday.
Glad to hear it.
Well, just row her back to shore by 5 o'clock. I've got evening surgery.
Oh.
Bye, Bethany. Be good for you, Nana.
See you later.
Bye.
Come on, sweetheart. Ooh, my darling.
Do you know of a good florist round here?
Well, that's something Charlotte could chase up.
Girl, I thought we discussed this.
Yeah, I know. But she's come halfway round the world. We could at least give her the opportunity. Might help her grieve, if nothing else.
Well, I don't think it's fair to lumber her.
She's the nearest thing to family Patricia's got. I don't understand why you're being so reluctant.
I'm not. There's very little left to do.
There's always one more phone call, something else to be decided, some of it very personal. I mean, I'd feel happier if Charlotte did it rather than you.
Shh. Shoes off, feet up.
Well, what have I done to deserve this?
Don't question it, girl.
David in bed?
And Sarah.
Really?
She's shattered, bless her. Your mother doesn't give away tips for nothing.
Well, I suppose we were tempting fate.
Was it too much to ask?
Apparently so. Hello, Charlotte. Come in.
I'm terribly sorry to call so late.
How can I help?
We're having some wine. Would you like to join us?
No, I've had a few hours sleep and my mind's a bit clearer. There's something I'd like to do before the funeral.
Go on.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to see Patricia for myself.
Why?
Well, I'm aware it's a lot to ask. I didn't see my dad after he died, and it made it very hard to deal with his death.
I really wouldn't wish it on anyone. And anyway, only next of kin are allowed.
We've already talked about this. I'm sure Archie would understand.
I've made up my mind. I really would like to see her one more time.
She's late.
Only by a couple of minutes. She'll be here.
Maybe she's having second thoughts.
Look, if you can't face going through this again...
If Charlotte's determined to go, then I'll have to go.
Just take her to the hospital. Let her view the body on her own. You don't have to look at it.
I've done it once. I can do it again.
Are you sure?
Yeah. But let's hope I don't have to. That she's come to her senses.
She just wants to see a friend.
It won't be a friend. It isn't Patricia.
What do you mean?
It's not like looking at Patricia. It's just a body on a slab. It's been in a canal for days. It's hardly recognisable, Gail. If she thinks by seeing it it's going to put her mind at rest, then she's wrong.
Well, When she gets here, we'll have one last try at persuading her not to go, eh?
Are you ready to go?
I think you're making a big mistake here, Charlotte.
Sorry, it's a Catholic thing.
If you go and see this body, you'll regret it for the rest of your life.
It might not be very pleasant, you know.
I'm not expecting it to be pleasant.
Maybe you're better to remember her as she was.
I've come all the way from Australia. I need to do this for my own peace of mind.
If you change your mind, you know where I am.
All right, bye, love.
Ta-ra, love. Hello. Shuttleworth Independent Funeral Services. How can I help? Oh. Hello, Richard. What can I do for you?
It's about Patricia.
Oh, is she ready to be picked up from the mortuary?
No, it's just that I've got a friend of hers here who'd like to view the body.
Oh, that shouldn't be any problem.
It is a problem.
I was hoping that you were going to explain to her that it might not be such a good idea. I told her that it was a very traumatic experience.
Richard, what were a traumatic experience for you could be a help to other people.
Look, if she wants to view her friend, well, my advice is to let her do it.
I'm only in the Rovers. Do you want me to come over?
It's okay. I'll deal with it myself. Thanks, Archie.
So, we going?
Looks like. Just give me a moment.
Let her go on her own. You don't have to do it again.
I do.
Do you want me to come?
No.
Shall I do dinner for Charlotte?
I don't think she'll feel much like eating after this.
All right, I'm coming.
Shall I get it?
No, it's okay. Bound to be for Sarah.
Ready? My car or yours?
Yours, I think.
Richard? It's the police, for you.
Mr. Hillman?
Yes?
Sorry to bother you.
What do you want?
It's about the body you identified for us. We've checked the dental records, and it seems there's no way it can be your ex-wife.
How could I do such a thing?
It's easier than you might think. Well, nobody likes spending too much time looking at corpses. A brief glance with tears in your eyes and a lot of stress.
She'd been in the water for days.
Same age, same build, and similar hair.
Couldn't be a mistake, could it?
No. I'm sorry you've had to go through this.
Yeah, so you should be.
It can't have been easy.
She's come all the way from Australia.
It wasn't their fault.
Well, if they can tell from the teeth, I mean, why didn't they do that first before they came here bothering us?
We can't tell who she is from the teeth. But once we've got a name, then we can check it against that person's dental records.
Sorry.
Is there anything else we can do?
You could try finding her. She's been missing for 5 months.
We'll do our best.
Look, can you go now, please? It's been a lot to take in.
Of course.
I'll see you out.
Well, I suppose this means you could still be alive.
Least we can do after we've dragged you halfway around the world in a wild goose chase.
Well, I suppose it'd give us the chance to talk about what to do next.
What do you mean? Do next?
Well, now I'm here, I feel I should do something to try and find her. What time do you want me, Gail?
7?
All right. See you tomorrow.
Archer's in the Rovers, huh? Better go over there and tell him we won't be needing his services anymore.
You look like you could do with a stiff drink.
I could.
Want me to come?
No. You start dinner and I'll be back in half an hour.
I really appreciate this. Since I moved out to Oz, I've kind of lost touch with people back here.
Richard?
Oh, enough for me, thanks.
Sure?
No, I'd rather keep a clear head so I can drive Charlotte back to her hotel. Now, when she's ready to go.
I would have been a bit of a loose end tonight.
Well, it's the least we can do after all you've been through.
So you really like living in Australia then, do you?
Oh, I love it.
You know, something happened to me similar, actually. My son, Nick, he disappeared. No note, nothing. And then the police found a body.
I don't think we want to talk about that, though, do we?
It wasn't him.
No.
But you had to identify it.
I think it's the worst thing I've ever had to do. I mean, you're praying that it's not him, but then you think, well, if it is him, at least the nightmare's over. I think not knowing's the worst part.
Absolutely. It's the things you imagine.
I know.
That's why I'm determined to find out what's happened to Patricia. I just don't think the police are taking it seriously enough.
Yeah, but people must go missing all the time. I mean, it doesn't always mean that something bad's happened.
And it's not like she's a teenager.
Do you remember The Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin? Now, that was a good programme, that was. Do you remember that, you Pop?
I really think there's nothing wrong.
Look, wherever Patricia is, I'm sure she's okay.
So, why hasn't she been in touch?
I don't know.
I think she's dead, Richard.
I thought Nick was dead at the time.
I'm really worried.
Turned out he was in Bournemouth.
It's been too long. Something's happened to her. I know it has. And if the police refuse to do anything about it, then it's up to us.
What can we do?
Well, I'm not sure.
Could hire a private detective.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is to cancel my flight back home.
Oh, now, hold on. There's no
Then
need
I'm going to start looking into it myself. Find all her old friends. See if anyone's heard from her.
You made up your mind about this, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Well, if there's anything we can do to help, we'd be pleased to. Wouldn't we, Richard?
Yeah.
You know, if we're looking for old friends of Patricia's, we might get some useful contacts from that old address book of yours.
I'm not sure where it is.
It's on top of the wardrobe in our bedroom. I'll get it when I've done the dishes. Charlotte, can you pass me a plate, please?
Where did you get that bracelet?
Oh, Richard bought it me. Do you like it?
Let's have a look.
He didn't want me to wear it tonight.
I didn't say that.
Says he's gone off it. But I like it. What do you think?
It's Patricia's.
What?
It's Patricia's bracelet.
She had one very similar.
Not similar. That is Patricia's bracelet. I'd know it anywhere.
Are you sure?
There's something funny going on here. Your ex-wife disappears off the face of the earth, and suddenly your new wife's wearing her old jewellery. How do you explain that? What have you been up to, Richard?
Now, let me get this right. What exactly are you accusing me of?
I'm asking you a question.
It didn't sound like a question. It sounded like an accusation.
There's no need to be defensive.
I think there's every need. You come into our house as our guest, and with no evidence whatsoever apart from your overactive imagination, you start throwing wild accusations around.
Richard, all she asked about was the bracelet.
Yes, and she implied that I had something to do with Patricia's disappearance.
Then let me ask you a question. Is this Patricia's bracelet?
No. It belonged to my grandmother.
Your grandmother?
She left it to me in her will, with instructions that I was to give it to my wife. And when she died, I was only 14. And having a wife at all seemed a long way away.
So the inscription was never meant for me.
I gave the bracelet to Marion on our wedding day. After she died, Patricia saw it, liked it, and started wearing it. I had it engraved for her. She knew Marion had had it before, but it didn't seem to bother her. I wasn't entirely comfortable with it, but I was happy to see someone wearing it. When I got it back, I was going to sell it. I never intended to give it to you, Gail. Even I could see that giving the same present to 3 wives was a bit tacky. But you found it and assumed it was a present for you. And I chickened out. I didn't want to dredge up my messy past yet again. So I let you believe that it was for you. I'm sorry. I should have told you the truth straight away.
How did you get it back off Patricia?
What?
Patricia Patricia loved that bracelet. She was wearing it long after you split up. What made her give it back to you?
She didn't. We had a row, and she threw it in my face.
And right now, I feel like doing the same thing.
I can't see it.
You can't see what?
Patricia throwing that bracelet at you. She loved it to bits. Everybody knew that. And you throw rings, wedding rings, engagement rings. You don't throw bracelets.
Well, maybe she liked to be different.
She must have been very angry with you. What did you do? What did you say could make her so angry?
I don't remember. People row, they get angry, they throw things.
What, and then mysteriously disappear? Patricia's been missing for months. I think you know more about this than you're letting on.
Now, hang on a minute. Are you saying Richard knows where Patricia is?
You pull the wool over your eyes easily enough. How many more secrets has he got locked away in his closet?
He was trying to protect my feelings.
You believe what you want to believe. I'm more concerned about Patricia. Where is she, Richard? Where is she?
I don't know where she is.
She's telling me how much she's looking forward to coming out to Australia. The next, she vanishes. And the only thing between was you and a row you can't remember that got her so angry she'd throw one of her most treasured possessions at you. I think it's time you gave us some answers.
I think you should go.
What? Before I get angry and start throwing things? Maybe you'd like me to disappear as well.
Right now, yes, I would.
Well, let's ask your current wife, shall we? Gail, do you want me to go? Or do you want your husband to start telling the truth?
Is there something else you haven't told me?
You're not seriously going to listen to this woman, are you? All she wants to do is cause trouble.
What happened the last time you saw Patricia?
Yes, Richard. What happened? And this time, we'd like the truth.
You want the truth?
Yes, I do.
Right. You were right, Gail. There is something else I haven't told you. And I hope when you hear what it is, you'll understand why. While I was still married to Patricia, Charlotte made a pass at me.
What? What's this got to do with anything?
Actually, it was less of a pass. It was more of a stalking thing, wasn't it? She'd call me all the time on the phone. At work. Even at home when Patricia was there. She'd write me secret letters, use any excuse to get me on my own.
It was a long time ago.
I'm pleased you still remember. Nothing happened. Tell her.
It was a stupid crush. It passed. Why bring it up now?
Because that's what Patricia and I argued about. She didn't believe me at first. That her best friend had tried to seduce her husband. Then she remembered the unsigned letters and the phone calls, and soon it all fell into place. Her oldest friend, the one that she was flying out to Australia to start a new life with, had betrayed her. Now, I don't know where Patricia is. Probably starting her new life somewhere else. But the reason she chose to disappear was because of you. I'm sorry.
What for? I can't actually see you've done anything wrong.
I should have told you all about this before.
I wish you had. You could have saved me from a distinctly unpleasant evening. Keeps happening, doesn't it? Things keep cropping up I know nothing about, and the truth has to be dragged out of you.
Do you mind if I call a taxi? I think I'd like to go back to the hotel.
Help yourself.
You've not had a drink. You do it, like you said.
Why should I, after all the trouble she's
Just
caused?
do it, eh?
Why don't you come?
No. I want some time on my own. Go on.
You ready?
Yep.
Come on then. See you later.
Yeah.
What have we stopped for?
What are your plans?
What do you mean, what are my plans?
I want to know what you plan to do next.
I don't know. I haven't thought.
Well, think now.
Richard,
I don't want you causing any more trouble for me and Gail.
Oh, right. And what about the trouble you've caused me? I've flown halfway around the world for this, and frankly, it still doesn't make sense to me.
How many times?
I mean, all right. Patricia knows I made a pass at you. So what? Why didn't she call me? You know Patricia, she loves a fight. Why just skulk away?
I don't know, do I?
Why didn't you tell me about all this before? I mean, I know you don't like me, but you have to let me pay all that money on airfares. You could have written a letter.
I didn't know you lived in Australia. I didn't know she was going to stay with you. You see, that's your problem, isn't it, Charlotte? You can't let things lie.
My best friend is still missing.
Your best friend hates you because you betrayed her. Your best friend never wants to see you again, like I never want to see you again. In fact, I think it would be a good idea all round for you to go missing, just like your best friend.
Where have you been?
There were roadworks on the way into town.
You've been gone ages.
Well, you said you wanted to be on your own, so I went for a drive. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry about tonight. Charlotte always loves causing a scene.
She wouldn't have been able to if you'd have told me the truth.
I know.
We can't go on like this, Richard. I know you think you're protecting me, but I'd rather know the truth. I hate hearing things from other people. It makes me feel stupid.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. You keep saying it. So, what happens now?
I don't know.
Are we going to see any more of Charlotte?
Oh, no. I think we've seen the last of Charlotte.
Got a check-up at the dentist on Thursday at 4 o'clock.
Oh, no, I haven't, have I?
Yes, you have. And I want you to go quietly.
That's just great, that is.
Oh, he's got his sarky mouth back on him, I see. Is he settling in at school, is he?
Yeah. You don't have to write this down, ma'am. There's not a lot to remember.
It's okay, it's okay. It's just something to jog my memory.
Just nipping out for a paper. Anyone want anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You seem a bit on edge.
Do I?
You're not nervous, are you?
Oh, looking after the family for a week's too much for me, do you think?
No, of course not. Just asking.
Listen, Gail, I'll be glad of the change. I'm on my own far too much as it is. Look, take the heed of all my lists. I'm looking forward to it.
And don't let David bounce you into doing any of his jobs. Make sure he does his share.
And Sarah?
Are you watching television or listening to our conversation?
Oh, it's a good job I am writing everything and...
Why?
You won't believe it. There's something on my list I've forgotten to do already. I'll be 2 ticks. You.
Oh, yeah, well, I wouldn't if I were you. I've just gone out.
Look, never tease an ex-mother-in-law. That is a well-known saying. Well, if it's not, it should be.
What can I do you for?
I just wondered when you're going to be free next week to give me a hand with the kids.
My kids?
Yeah, of course your kids. Oh, you don't know, do you?
What?
Oh, this is very awkward. Gail and Richard are going on holiday today.
Oh, are they? Right. Nice to be told.
No. It's all very last minute. It's a friend of Richard's from the council. He's got a villa in Spain. I'm sure she meant to tell you.
Yeah, I'm sure she was.
I only knew myself on Friday.
So when were they going to tell me? When they got back? And in answer to your question, no, I can't help you next week with the kids. I'm busy.
Oh. Oh.
When are the odds off?
Pretty soon.
Hi. Is there any chance we could get the place to ourselves tomorrow night?
I doubt it. I think the Gran will be hanging around.
I've just been telling Gail I think I put my foot in it with Martin.
Oh, we didn't tell him.
No, it's not your fault then.
No, of course not. Well, we'll get him a bottle of sangria or something.
I thought you'd gone for a paper.
I lied. I didn't get one. I got it with his.
Oh, for me? No, it's not necessary.
Of course. I mean, it's the least I can do. Come on. You know, we really appreciate you looking after the kids.
Oh, well, thank you. Come on, we'll crack them open now and have one, right?
Go on, then. And don't try getting your gran babysitting every night.
You make me sound like a right user.
Well, you are.
Oh, he's annoying me already.
You are not a user, my darling, and I wouldn't let you be either. Oh, Richard, now thank you for those chocolates.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And thank you for everything else. You know, the memory business. You are a friend.
Not a friend, Audrey. Family. Oh, talking of memory, that reminds me. 2 seconds, Gail.
Oh, no.
Where's he gone?
I don't know.
Come on.
Get him.
I'll phone you when we get there.
Oh, lovely. Have you got everything?
Wouldn't have got far without these.
Oh, is he?
I asked you 3 times about those.
Good job it wasn't just twice. I'd have left them.
What's that smell? Hey, don't you start. I've just cleaned it.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye. David, just listen. You haven't seen the list I made, have you?
What sort of list?
The list! A reminder of what I should be doing.
No.
Oh.
See you.
Go. You haven't seen the list I made, have you, Sarah Lovey?
Grant, you've already asked me this.
Oh, have I? You see, I don't even remember doing that.
Well, you will remember to take Bethany to the creche, won't you?
Yes, I shall. Oh, Archie wants me to see a doctor.
Well, it can't do any harm.
Can it do any good?
Well, at least you'd know.
Oh, knowing's a good thing, is it? Alma knew. She knew for long enough what was coming. And I don't remember it making her any happier. Oh, no, Chip, this isn't on, you know. I mean, your mum and Richard will be back soon, and what are they going to say? I think I can't control her.
You can't.
David!
I can't believe you fell for that. I won't be long. Routine, 2 nights running.
Oh, dear, come here.
What are you doing?
Now, keep an ear out for Bethany, right? I'm going to look for Sarah.
You sure you won't come in? Round the trip up with a drink?
I think my liver needs a rest, Gail. Besides, Tony's pining for the cats.
Says the man who sent them both a postcard. Gail, it's been fabulous.
Oh.
We'll get together soon, yeah?
Yeah, I'd love that when we've got the photos.
Here comes trouble.
Hang on. Inside, you've nothing on your feet.
I'll just give you one.
That's not the Prezi bag.
The honest approach, I like it.
Go on, let's get you inside before you catch your death.
Oh, it's turned chilly.
If it's shampoo or even a bottle of gin, we're all right. But if it's oil...
I don't keep oil in the boot.
Olive oil. Chris, did you buy that garlic oil at the airport?
Hey, look at this.
No, I'll do it. You both pay me if you like, please.
No, you stumped up for the trip. Well, least I can do is get the cab fare home.
Ah, well, if you insist.
I do. And thanks. Thanks so much to both of you.
Yeah, you've been fabulous hosts. Thanks.
I'll let you know about the hostel.
Sure, yeah. You know where you're going, don't you?
The hostel is the Vale Hostel.
Next door to the Ridings, you know it?
Know it. I lost a penthouse flat because of it.
Still reviewing it.
We?
The council. Can we get going, please?
Tell me it's not true.
What was it?
You haven't used my money, remortgaged from my house, to take two complete strangers on holiday.
Okay, so I took a gamble.
With my money!
Oh, I thought it was our money.
Which you conveniently forgot to tell me you were spending. So you stumped up for the trip. Well, was that just the flights, or flights Villa and little woman to pack the cases?
Gail.
Tell me, did Chris and Tony pay for that villa, or did you?
Mum.
I did.
Oh, now we're getting to it.
Well, I didn't tell you because I knew you wouldn't go along with it.
Right, I wouldn't go along with it. Things are tight enough without you splashing out money on
It's
holidays.
not splashing out. Don't you see? If the planning committee reject the application...
Planning committee? You mean Chris, your new best friend? New bent friend.
He's not bent.
Well, if he's not bent, why are you wasting good money taking him on holiday?
Night then.
David, wait.
Gail, this is usual business practice. It's called corporate hospitality. You warm them up, you show them the facts, then they make their own minds up about it. And that's exactly what Chris is doing.
Well, that's not what it'll look like from the outside.
Well, you've just spent a week with the bloke. Did he look dodgy to you?
Yeah, I've spent a week treating him and Tony like friends when they knew we were slimy little customers with our begging bowls out. Have you any idea how that makes me feel?
Well, I can't wait to see Sarah at home. Give her my love, Gail.
We will. Bethany was relieved to be going to the creche today and not the hospital. I think yesterday upset her.
Well, it's hardly surprising, is it, seeing her mum in that state?
Yeah, Audrey, now, can I make you a sandwich or something to keep you going?
Oh, no, I'll not fade away. This'll be fine, thanks.
Would you believe it? Yeah, I knew I got things to do in town.
Too much on our plates, Audrey. That's my excuse.
Yeah.
What's up?
It's just, I got a dress I was going to take to the dry cleaners and I could have sworn... no, I definitely left it on the sofa.
Yeah, well, maybe you moved it.
No, it was here with the letters when I left this morning. Where could it have gone?
Well, why don't you check upstairs?
Oh, God. Listen to me. Come on, finish your tea and get off. It'll turn up. You've got no time for all this.
Hey, I've plenty of time. It wasn't there.
I've searched everywhere.
Hey, that's not the Audrey who did herself proud this morning.
I swear, Archie, I put it on the sofa. I mean, I can see it now, as good as my witness.
Look, let's go back now. You put it out. What happened next?
Well, we came to yours. Richard came round and he drove me in.
And you don't think you took it with you?
No.
Even though you meant to?
Yeah, it was in a rush.
So, who's to say you didn't leave it in Richard's car? Eh? Well, at least ask.
Oh.
I think I might have had a brainwave.
Oh, yeah? Time one of us did.
Won't solve all our problems, but it'll give us a bigger place to live.
Go on.
We've got a garage we hardly use. We could convert it into a bedroom. It'd be ideal for Sarah.
Yeah, but she might want to move out on her own in a year or two.
So?
Well, it'd be an empty room.
What, granny flat? Don't know how much it'd cost, maybe a couple of £1,000.
Oh, well then.
So even that's out of the question?
Well, for the time being, yeah.
There's the insurance money from the car.
Gail.
We're managing with the one we've got. I'd rather see it go towards this.
I've used it.
What?
Loan repayment on the conversion. I had to get it from somewhere.
So, the money we were relying on, it's been and gone?
Tony.
Audrey. Hello.
No, I'm not stopping. I've just been to check on the salon. Richard, when you gave me a lift this morning, did I leave anything in the car?
Well, have you lost something?
just a dress I was supposed to take to the cleaners. You saw me put it out this morning, do you remember?
Not really.
But I can't find it for the life of me, so I just wondered.
Well, hang on. Gail, when did you last see it?
Hi, Mum. Everything all right?
Have you seen a missing dress?
Sorry?
Oh, nothing. Look, it doesn't matter.
Well, it's not nothing, Mum, or else you wouldn't have come knocking. You're getting yourself worked up again.
No, I was just passing it.
Well, it's what it looks like to me.
Oh, honestly. Well, I'm going before I'm accused of all sorts.
Well, Audrey, look, I mean, if you find it, give us a ring.
All right.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
Is she all right?
Dunno.
How's Sarah?
Oh, she should be home soon.
Oh, now that is good news.
In fact, I'm just off to ask Audrey to babysit tonight. You know, I want to give Gail a treat.
Oh, and quite right, too. So you should have been after all she's been through. Yep. I'll tell you what. If Audrey's not available, I'll sit for you. There's many a ghoulish tale I can tell young David.
I'll bet there is. Well, I'll tell you what, if Audrey's not free, I'll give you a call.
Good.
There she is now. I'll see you later.
All right, take care.
Audrey.
Hello, Richard.
Oh, glad I caught you. I just wanted to ask you something.
Oh, yeah?
It's about my father. David's been saying that he especially wants some rockets.
Oh.
And I know Gail, well, she's a bit fond of Catherine wheels.
Are you sure?
Yeah. So I thought if I sorted the rockets, would you make sure you got some Catherine wheels in with whatever you get?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? Oh, great. Okay, well, better get some work done.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you,
okay,
bye.
bye.
Oh, thanks, Archie. Look, I want to dash off because I'm going to try and catch that film.
Oh, well, thanks for your company. It's always a pleasure.
Oh. Hi, Norris. Oh.
Hello.
Look, that little
Have you been in the Rovers?
Hi, sweetheart, Sarah.
So you should be. We've been waiting over an hour imagining all sorts.
What are you talking about?
You were supposed to be babysitting.
Am I?
Yeah, Richard asked you at lunchtime.
I said I was taking Gail out for a meal.
But you didn't. No, all you talked to me about were Catherine wheels.
Catherine wheels?
Before that, I asked you to babysit. Well, perhaps I made a mistake.
That's right. You told me you were going to ask Audrey. In fact, I was surprised when you said you were having an early night.
Look, nobody asked me to babysit. I would have remembered that. Look, I'm sorry, love. I'll come with you.
No, it's too late now. We'll have lost the table. I'll see you tomorrow.
He didn't ask. He didn't.
Would you like another drink?
No, I best get home.
Come on.
Do you want another slice?
No, you have it.
You sure you're all right this morning?
I'm fine. It's my mum I'm worried about. Can't help thinking I should have been a bit more sympathetic.
Oh, no. I mean, you planned a night out. You were disappointed. It's perfectly understandable.
I know, but I could see she was upset. And it's not like my mum to forget babysitting.
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
We don't know that, though, do we? I mean, only the other day she was going on about some dress she'd lost. Trouble is, I've been so worried about everything else that I've not been listening to her.
Oh, now, come on, Gail. You're under a lot of pressure. You can only spread yourself so thin.
So, do you think you'll be seeing Sarah today?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Because if you are, I mean, do you fancy going this afternoon or this evening and I can give you a lift?
Yeah, I can't really say, Richard, because I've got one or two things I've got to sort out. Now, sorry, was there something particular you came for?
No. I mean, Gail was just a bit concerned that you might still be worrying about that babysitting thing.
I mean, it's not just the babysitting, is it? It's everything. And it's only since all this started happening, I mean, the washing, the dress going missing, that I've started to forget things. It's the stress of it all.
It must be very disturbing for you, Audrey.
Well, it is. That's why I've decided to do something about it. Because I can't relax till I feel safe, and I'm not going to feel safe till I've got the locks changed.
Now, Audrey, let's not be too hasty about this.
Oh, too hasty? Richard's not a question of being too hasty. Richard, someone is obviously getting into my house and stealing things, moving things around. I don't know why. To be honest, I don't want to know why. I just want it to stop. And if that means getting all the locks changed, then so be it. I know you think I'm a silly, stupid old woman, Richard, who's overreacting. But I need to do this, honestly. I need to feel safe in my own home.
Well, I'm not saying you're stupid, Audrey, but there must be some rational explanation.
Oh, there is. Someone keeps getting into my house.
I mean, that would be mad. I mean, why don't they just rob you instead of, moving things and hiding things.
Well, if I knew that.
Look, why don't I help you look for this dress? You know what they say about an extra pair of eyes?
Thank you, but there's no point. I've turned the place upside down and it's not here.
Look, Audrey, it's ridiculous you're going to all this trouble. Why don't you let me change the locks? I'll give you a chance to go out and enjoy yourself.
Oh, well, thank you, yeah. I would like to go and see Sarah, actually.
Oh, I know she'd love that.
Yeah. Nope, changed my mind.
What?
Look, I'm sorry. If I'm going to get it done, I'm going to get it done properly. Forgive me, Richard, but I would much prefer to get a professional locksmith.
Audrey, this is going to cost you an arm and a leg. I mean, getting one of these guys out on a Sunday.
Well, frankly, I don't care, because the way I'm feeling just now, it's a small price to pay.
Your ma, is she?
In-law.
Ah, she's had a break-in then?
No.
Oh, it's just that she said on the phone it was an emergency.
Well, it's more in the way of improving security, you know.
Oh, good idea, because you can't be too careful. There's a lot of nutters about. Right, that's me done. Just need to give Mrs. Roberts a new keys.
Oh, it's all right. I'll do that if you like.
Johnny, you sure you don't want a cuppa?
No, you're all right, love. I'm all done.
Oh, well, that didn't take long. Thank you ever so much for coming out. I do appreciate it. There you go. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's smashing. Thanks a lot. Oh, nearly forgot. Your spare set. Now, you want to keep them somewhere safe, love.
Oh, I will, believe me.
Oh, we weren't expecting you, Mum.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I didn't mean to pop in so late, actually.
No, well, I'm really glad you did. I've been really worried about this babysitting business. I shouldn't have had a go at you.
Oh, that's water under the bridge, my love. Anyway, I'm fine. More importantly, how's my granddaughter?
Ma'am, she's just getting better and better. Just telling Richard how pleased they are with her.
Audrey.
Richard, now I am so glad you're here, because the other reason for calling is to apologise to your poor husband.
Apologise? What for?
Me! Today. I mean, you must have thought I was mad, wittering on about security and locksmiths. It's just so strange, you know, because I woke up this morning and I just knew I got to get all the locks changed.
I don't think you're mad, ma'am. Just pleased if it makes you feel better.
Oh, girl, it does. Much, much better. Oh, before I forget, spare set of keys for you.
Well, I'll put them with ours. Then we'll always know where they are.
Do you know, when that locksmith left, I sat in the house and I looked around and I felt a whole weight had been lifted.
Really?
Yeah. It's the first time in weeks, you know, that I've really felt safe. Oh, Richard! Richard, I was just coming to see you. Well, I was just coming to see Gail, actually.
Something wrong?
No, just a change of plan. Archie's just phoned with a rush job. Apparently, there's a lady in Chatterton Street who has decided her late mother would look much better meeting a maker with a 60-star booth on.
Do anything to me when I die, Audrey, but not that.
Oh, don't worry. Anyway, I shall make my own way back to my house now. Oh, and I'm bringing Archie. Is that all right?
Oh, fine by me.
Gail won't mind.
No, not in the least. No one can do any wrong today.
Ah.
Oh, but I suppose roast's off the menu now.
Oh, no, because I've nipped home and I've put the oven timer on, so everything will be cooked to perfection by the time we get there.
You know, Audrey, you think of everything.
I try. I'll see you later.
See ya. Hello, Keith. Richard Hillman. Yeah, it's about my overdraft. I will be able to pay it off. Yeah, no worry. Oh, yeah, a substantial amount. About 250,000? Oh, yeah, it should be in my account fairly soon. You can trust me. Oh, yeah, things are hotting up. Yeah, it's sort of a matter of timing. Yeah, well, I'll keep you informed. Thanks for your patience. Bye. Oh, Audrey, you switched the timer off by mistake. It's all ruined.
Are you sure you've got all your work done?
Yeah, only had to see one client. Nevertheless, managed to kill two birds with one stone.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
Aren't we a bit early?
Oh, sooner we get there, the better. Audrey said she was aiming to do the fastest restyle in the business.
Come on, then.
Oh, they're all here, good.
They've only just this minute arrived.
Oh, come on, let me see.
I'll set table, Gran.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh, you think she'll give him more dinner?
All
that
right.
way. Hello, Archie.
Hello, Gail. everyone. Particularly, hello, Sarah.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Shuttleworth.
You don't know how pleased we are to see you.
She does know, 'cause that's all anyone ever says now.
Oh, come on, David, admit it. You're as delighted as everyone else.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. This is the best day of my life.
So, how did the restyle go?
Well, not bad, considering.
It's a waste of time, that. Who sees you when you're dead?
Well, hospital staff, undertakers, beauticians, clergymen, mourners. It's the most attention a lot of people get in the whole of their lives.
We're nice enough that you can ignore me.
Well, if you sat in front of the telly at the time, no one will notice the difference.
Oh, isn't it lovely hearing the little ones fighting and arguing again, huh?
Little ones.
See to the dinner, Mum.
Oh, yes, right. I don't know why you can't smell anything. There should be a lovely aroma coming from the oven by now. Open the wine, Richard, love, would you? I won't be a minute. It's raw! What? And the oven's cold.
Cold?
Well, the meat's hardly started to cook, Gail.
Did you give it enough time?
Yes, of course I did. It should be perfect by now.
Well, is there something wrong with the oven?
Oh, something wrong with me.
Look,
I've switched it on, Gail. I know I did.
Anybody can forget to switch an oven on.
Look, I put the meat in the dish, I put the potatoes on the meat, I put the whole lot in the oven and I set the timer.
Well, it's cooked a little bit.
Ugh. Oh, I'm not eating that.
What's wrong?
Me gran forgot to put the oven on. You'd have to be a caveman to eat that.
Yeah, all right, David, go in the other room.
Well, can't you do it for a few more minutes?
It'll take another hour at least, longer.
You what? I'm starving.
Hey, you and me and go get a takeaway.
How can I be so stupid?
Matt, you're not stupid. You made a mistake.
Not half.
Those timers are difficult to work out.
Oh, Gail, I've used this dozens of times, hundreds.
Oh, Audrey, there's no need to worry. If I got upset every time I left the lights on or forgot to switch the television off...
We all do stupid things.
And Gran does more than anyone.
Hey, you, in the car now.
I want to stay here, have a laugh.
Oh, come on, David. Now, let's leave the ladies to themselves. It's about time they had a rest. Now, your gran does a full-time job, a part-time job, and as well as that, she looks after you lot now and again.
Well, we won't be long.
I can't do anything right.
Oh, Ma'am. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm losing things by the minute.
What things?
Well, the front door keys, the salon keys, the washing. I mean, I put something down in one place, it turns up in another.
Oh, Gran, things like that are always happening in our house.
Well, there are 5 of you in your house, my darling. I mean, I lost that dress, didn't I? It didn't turn up.
They're isolated incidents. They don't mean a thing.
Let's get you some
Well,
more
they do
juice.
when it comes to affecting my business scale. Do you know, I did a whole lot of double bookings the other week.
You haven't done it since.
I left the tap on.
Well, I do that.
Oh, yes, but for a few minutes. You don't leave the tap running all night. Then there's Richard's car.
You were confused about the number plate, that's all.
Confused about a lot of things.
Yeah. The more you worry about it, the more upset you'll get.
Gail, I forgot to babysit my own grandchildren. I mean, it was... I just don't have any recollection of Richard asking me. Like, there was just nothing in my head.
Ma'am, you just...
I'm losing my mind, Gail. I'm going to do what I should have done weeks ago.
What?
I'm going to make an appointment to see the doctor. Because it can give me tests, scans and things.
What for?
Well, to see what's really going on in my head. Now, I'm determined now. If I am losing my mind, I certainly want to know about it.
Oh, hello, sweetheart.
How are you feeling after yesterday?
Oh, sorry. Well, a bit silly, actually, after all that fiasco.
Audrey, it was nothing. No need to get yourself in a state about it.
Thank you. Blessings.
Hello, my darling.
Get up for your grandpa.
Oh, it's all right.
Let us sit down.
Oh, she's all right.
Hey, what are you doing?
Her handbag. She'd been walking about with it open.
Oh, you're looking a little better today, my darling.
It's just nice to be out of hospital.
Of course.
Have you finished for the day, Gran?
Yes, I have.
I'm off to the cabin. Do you want me to check that you've locked Salon?
Well, Maxine's still in there, sweetheart, and I don't think she'd be too happy to be locked in. Bet you can't wait to get back to school, can you, my darling?
Yeah. Lots of people have been asking when you're coming back.
Oh,
They all reckon Barlow's going to give you a smacking for nicking his card and all.
David, sometimes...
I'm only trying to make everyone forget about Gran.
Well, he doesn't take any prisoners, does he?
Well, we've just been telling them how worried we were about you.
Well, you can put the straitjacket away for the time being because I have at last made an appointment with the doctor a week on Wednesday.
I mean that one.
Yeah, so you can all stop worrying about me till then because I promise you I am okay. Mind you, first thing he'll do is probably refer me to a specialist and, well, that's going to take us to Christmas, isn't it, at least? You don't have to see me to the pub, you know, Richard. I can find my way.
Only use you as an excuse to get out the washing up, Audrey. I'll go back and read Beth a bedtime story. What are you having?
No, come on, these are on me, I insist. Oh, Archie, what you having?
Never refuse a lady or a drink when they come together.
Oh, Archie. Same again for Archie, please, when he's ready. I'll have a gin and tonic. What do you want, Richard?
A small scotch for me, please.
Looking forward to this.
What's wrong?
This is a dry cleaning ticket, and I've not been to the dry cleaners.
Hey, must be an old one.
No, you know what it is, don't you? It's that dress that went missing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, look. One pattern dress. Oh. I don't even remember going to the dry cleaners, Archie, honestly. I just don't remember.
You said yours didn't hurt you, Liar. It was loads worse than me nose was. I never slept at all last night, and it's still worse sore now. Oh, hang on.
I know it's stupid, but I'm actually hoping that it isn't that dress. You know, that there's another explanation.
It's 5. Oh, 5:20, please.
Here, just let me have a look at it. Oh. Can I see the ticket again?
Is there something on it? Oh no, that's the pattern, isn't it? Thought something might have spilt.
Do you remember me?
Yeah. Oh, of course,
You do?
Was it me Nan's 70th the other Sunday? You live in Poplar Court?
No, the dress. Do you remember it was me?
There were tons of people there.
No, the dress. Did I bring the...
I never wanted to go in the first place. I missed Seb Fontaine because of that.
Joy. Now, Mrs. Roberts wants to know whether you remember her bringing this dress in to be cleaned.
Me Nan's going a bit funny and all. Thinks I'm me mum.
Yes, well, I'm not going a bit funny, thank you very much. It's a very simple question, dear. Did I bring the dress in? Listen to me, Archie.
All right.
I'm new here. Tell her. I've only started.
Oh, just take the money, take the money. I don't want to be talked to like I'm mad. Especially by somebody who thinks it's sane to stick holes in parts of their body where holes should never be stuck. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the question I asked you at the beginning?
Tony Blair.
I can't see any problems with your short-term memory at all, Mrs. Roberts.
Oh, well, how do you know? I mean, Tony Blair's been Prime Minister for years, and anyone can count backwards from 100. What about the other question, my address?
Sorry?
Well, you asked me another question at the start that you said you wanted me to answer at the end. My address.
Oh, I did. Well, it seems your recent memory is rather better than mine. So?
5 Grasmere Drive, Oak Hill. But these aren't the kind of things I'm forgetting.
But you're functioning normally, apart from these moments, as you call them.
It's like things are just cut clean out of my head, you know? I mean, like nothing's left behind. I mean, I don't even get the feeling that I've forgotten anything. It's just nothing.
Well, look, as a precaution, I'm going to refer you to someone with far more experience in these concerns than I have. And in the meantime, I'll prescribe something to help you sleep.
It's Alzheimer's, isn't it?
I really don't think so. You're showing no classic symptoms of short-term memory loss at all, Mrs. Roberts. Look, I'll go and get some leaflets. They'll help you understand why I'm saying this. But I'm sure the psychiatrist will reassure you better.
there. She's not worried.
She's just trying not to frighten me. I mean, why else would she be sending me to a psychiatrist? It's happening, Archie. I'm gonna go mad.
Oh, Mum, why didn't you tell me I'd have come with you? I mean, that dry cleaner's talking to you like that.
No, I wasn't on my own. Archie was with me.
Oh, right.
Anyway, you've got enough on your plate. Poor little Sarah needs...
Poor little Sarah's had us running backwards and forwards. Videos, magazines, top up for her mobile.
Oh.
She's even had Richard take the video recorder up to her bedroom.
How long did the doctor say it would be, you know, before you see the psychiatrist?
Oh. Well, you know, I mean, it's going to take a week for the letters to go to and fro, and then another couple of weeks to fit me in.
3 weeks?
Yeah, but don't worry. Now, look, I'm fine.
Yes, of course you will.
Now, Archie's got a stiff drink waiting for me over at the Rovers.
Do you want me to come with you?
Gail, the day I can't cross a couple of cobbles in search of a G&T, that's when you should have me put down. See you later.
Oh, Richard.
Oh, don't.
3 weeks waiting to know if there's something seriously wrong. Yeah. It's going to seem like a life sentence.
Well, it's our job to take our mind off it. We'll keep an eye on her, OK?
OK.
When Alma was going, you know, dying, I mean, it was wrong. It was awful. And yes, when I think about it, it was terrible. But at least she never stopped being Alma, did she? You know? She knew who she was right to the end, and she knew we loved her.
Mum.
I mean, at least she left the world knowing that, Gail.
You're not dying.
Yes, I know.
You're not.
Something happened?
Just some chatter in the road.
Yes, they don't mean to upset me.
Anything I can do?
No, you go on. I know you've got clients to see. Go on.
OK.
Yeah, you get off, love.
That says Sarah's stuff.
Oh. He's a really sensitive man, isn't he? You hang on to him, sweetheart. A lot of women would die for a man like that.
Oh, Richard. How's Audrey?
Is she not here?
No.
I was going to run her home, make sure she got back OK.
I think I've upset her.
Oh, everything's upsetting her at the moment, Rita. It's probably...
My pleasure. I'll see you.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, can't be bothered with this. Come on, let's get off.
You still up?
I dropped off on the sofa.
You been drinking?
Just a bit of indigestion, you know.
Doubt a scotch will do you much good.
Maybe you're right. I'd be better off in bed.
You okay? Are you worrying about my mum as well?
Well, yeah, but I'm sure she'll be fine, Gail. You go up. I'll be up in a minute.
Okay.
I didn't say in the pub, but she's been a bit forgetful lately, you know. Sort of worrying her.
Well, I noticed she hasn't been herself.
Hey!
Yeah, what's going on here?
Good God!
Archie, down 999.
Quick, quick! Be careful, Steve. Come on, Steve, quick. Come on! We've got to get her out, Steve!
No, Archie. Here, hold this over there.
What?
Audrey! Audrey!
Audrey! Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Audrey! Audrey! What's that supposed to be?
Somehow when we arrive on the scene, look, the sooner we get her into hospital, the better, okay? You as well, please, mate.
I don't know, okay.
Yeah, well, let's make absolutely sure of that, shall we? Keep that mask on till we tell you to take it off.
Listen, Archie, Gail ought to know what happened.
Don't worry, I'll say she does.
What's happening?
Someone at the door.
It's time, right? What time is it?
Archie.
It's Audrey.
Audrey?
Yeah, there's been a fire.
What?
At her house.
Is she all right?
Well, I was taking her spectacles back. She'd left them in Steve's cabin. When we came round the corner, the whole place were in flames. Yeah, now, hang on.
Is she dead?
No, not dead. Steve broke the door down, pulled her out. They've taken the pair of them to the general.
But is she burned? I mean, can she breathe?
Yes, but well, she was unconscious. They were giving her oxygen.
Conscious? Well, we've got to get there now.
And what about the kids?
Well, I'll stay with the kids.
What's up?
It's your gran. She's been a fire at her house. She's in hospital.
Was she all right?
Don't know. Look, you go back to bed. Archie's going to stay till we get
go
there.
on.
Richard, we've got to get there now.
Okay. How bad is she?
Well, like I said, unconscious. She didn't look good. There were a lot of smoke. We don't know how long she's been in there breathing it in.
What do you reckon?
Well, it's the smoke that kills.
Right. Thanks, Archie. I best get dressed.
Is she badly hurt?
No, she's lucky. She has superficial thickness in some areas, which means red skin, but no real damage.
So, why is she in intensive care?
A precaution. She was unconscious when they brought her in.
And is she still unconscious?
She's been sedated. The doctors thought it best to put her on a ventilator until they find out how much smoke she's inhaled. That's all I know. If you wait here, Doctor will be out to see you as soon as there's any news.
Is she going to die?
I hope not, Mrs. Hillman. She's in very good hands.
Why won't they let us see her?
I'm sure they know what they're doing, love. Come on, sit down. See if I can't get us a cup of tea.
She's not going to make it, Richard.
We don't know that.
I do. They let me keep Sarah. I won't be so lucky a second time.
No, don't take on. I'm sure everything's going to work out for the best. For all of us.
Here we are, then. 2 hot chocolates. Now, you best get back to bed when you've finished them. School for you tomorrow.
So how bad is me, Gran?
Oh, I'm sure she'll pull through.
I thought you said she wasn't conscious.
Oh, did I?
Wasn't that a bad sign?
Oh, I'm no expert in these matters, love. Well, blessing is, she didn't look burned.
Doesn't know how it started.
Well, no, it's too early to tell, really. I mean, it could be an electrical fault, but I don't really know.
She could have left fire on. She's been forgetting a lot of things lately.
Yeah, you've kept reminding her.
Only joking.
Yeah, it's no joke now, is it?
Hey, now, she wouldn't want you two falling out over her, or worrying too much either.
Yeah, it's hard not to worry.
I know, but she's a tough one, is your gran, like you. She'll come through all right, you'll see.
Well, I hope so, because I don't know what I'd do without her.
Hey, now. Come on. We've got to look on the bright side, eh? She's in the right hands, and there's one thing for certain. However ill she is, she'll not give up without a fight.
Steve, are you all right?
Oh, fine, just breathing a bit of smoke, that's all.
Thank you for what you did.
I just hope it's enough.
Have they said anything?
No, sorry, I've been in A&E all the time, they haven't said a word.
It was a very brave thing to do.
Mrs. Hillman?
Yes.
You can see your mother.
Is she all right?
She's still sedated, so you mustn't be alarmed by all the equipment.
Never mind about the soft soap. How is she?
Richard.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just a bit upset by this.
I'm sure. It must be very distressing for you both.
Yes.
The doctor will tell you all you need to know, but I can say no one's unduly alarmed at the moment.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I did. That's very good news. Don't be alarmed that she's not breathing on her own. This was merely a precaution on our part. We'll take her off the machine soon. The tests have all been good.
So she's going to be all right?
We'll keep her in overnight for observation, of course, but with luck, she should be allowed home in a day or two.
But how did she survive? She must have inhaled huge amounts of smoke.
Oh, well, that's what we thought when she came in unconscious, which is why we erred on the side of caution and put her on the machines. But it turns out that she was unconscious because she fell.
Fell?
Yes. From the bruising on her head and subsequent conversation we had with the young man who brought her in, it looks as if she must have got out of bed and fallen downstairs, which actually saved her life.
So you're saying that she never inhaled any smoke at all?
Oh, indeed she did, Mr. Hellman, but not a lethal amount. It seems falling down the stairs put her below the level of the worst fumes.
So if she'd have stayed in bed, she'd have died?
Well, of course one can't be absolutely certain, but it seems likely. Amazing thing, the human body. Something must have just kicked in and told her to wake up. She's a very lucky woman.
Isn't she just?
Day off? In the circumstances, yeah. What about you?
No such luck. Got appointments coming out my ears. Got to better grab something. Mind you, let's face it, the words quick and lunch do not enter into Vera's vocabulary.
You're paying for this, I hope?
No. And another tea, please, Vera.
Put your money away, she's right. Yeah, that's all we stand at.
Hey, there's not many son-in-laws who'd say that, is there?
Thank you. You look tired.
Yeah, I didn't sleep. Everyone seems to think this is a cause for celebration.
It is.
Archie, this is just the beginning.
What do you mean?
We can't stop Audrey draping out washing in front of the fire, or forgetting that she's put a pan on to boil. And we can put in as many smoke alarms as we like.
Hey, hello.
Oh, thank you.
But we can't stop her taking her battery out.
You're not that bad.
Archie, did you set fire to that house? No. Audrey did.
Oh, we don't know that.
No, not yet, maybe. But we will. She's a danger to herself. We've all got to face it.
Hiya. Hi, all right?
Yep.
It's Tubes. Oh, hi, Mum. How are you feeling? Good dinner?
Well, I steered clear of the smoky bacon crisps.
Is that a slicker frosted pink?
Gail, have you seen the consultant?
Seen him. I nearly hugged him last night.
No, that's just plain greedy. You've got a wonderful, gorgeous man of your own.
And he sends his love.
Oh, bless him.
He's taken a couple of hours off work today to show the fire investigation officer around the house. We boarded up the front door and we've informed the insurance. So you've got nothing to worry about. Oh, good. Hey, Mum.
Gail, what's happening to me?
It's a bit of a shock, isn't it, when you see it in the cold light of day?
Well, I think I'm cracked. Won't have a chip pan in the house, me. No birthday cards on the mantelpiece. Every night before bed, the same routine. Switches off, plugs out every room. Please have it with a video, but I don't care.
Suppose you've seen some sights.
Heartbreaking. You've got off lucky here.
This time.
Eh?
We've all been a bit worried about my mother-in-law's health. Mental health, to be precise.
Getting on, is she?
Very sprightly, but up here, losing it. She had an appointment booked to see a dementia specialist. Today. Well, we don't need a doctor to tell us what happened here, do we?
It'll go down in the report as accidental.
Not suspicious, no?
An old dear goes to bed and leaves the gas on. Happens all the time. Knew it. No battery. I wonder sometimes, do people buy these because they look nice?
You've got enough on your plate, you know, without all this.
I'll get it.
Why don't you give your mouth a rest as well as your feet?
Charming.
Oh, it's so nice to be home.
No. Hello all.
Hello.
I'd love to claim these as being from me, but alas...
Oh, aren't you? Well, with love from Stephen and Nick. Oh, Gail, now you shouldn't have worried them.
Now, these chocolates might last a bit longer.
In this house? I doubt it.
On your hips, maybe?
Yeah, it's not a lot, I know.
Listen, you've done enough. But for you, I wouldn't be here.
Nonsense.
No, it's true.
Oh, no, you mustn't think like that, Audrey.
Hey, time I picked up David and Bethany.
Oh, I'll come with you. Archie, are you going to be here for a bit? We shouldn't be more than half an hour.
Tea in the pot.
I'll help myself, Dar.
See ya.
Right, cheerio.
It's lovely. They won't leave me on my own.
Well, you've just come out of hospital.
I suppose you've heard what the fire officer had to say.
No.
Well, Richard filled me in when the chap left this afternoon. And apparently, I went to bed and left a pan on.
Oh, dear.
And there was a tea towel quite close, caught fire, and
Well, it's an easy mistake to make.
Now, I remember putting the milk out, you know? And then I thought, oh no, I can't be bothered, so I went up, but I know I turned the gas off, I'm sure I did.
Audrey.
Well, I can't remember. I haven't a clue. It's taking the battery out of the smoke alarm. I mean, I'd have had to get a stool out of the kitchen to take the old battery out, and, well, Richard seems to think it must have been bleeping, you know, because it was running low, but I don't know, it was just a total blank.
Yeah, no, don't get yourself worked up.
Oh. I know we've been this way before. Many times, many times, but I'm frightened, Archie, actually. I'm frightened of staying here.
Hey, come on.
No, I can't be trusted. I nearly killed myself, didn't I? What if it happens again? I could finish up killing my whole family.
Come on now.
Oh, here comes the invalid.
Oh, you can talk.
Better for your sleep, love.
Better now you're home.
Oh, my darling. Oh, come on, sit down. Do you know, I reckon between me, you and Martin, we've got Weatherfield General covered, haven't we?
Well, I think we're due a Christmas card at least. Oh, Mum, she must be sick of the sight of the place.
No comment.
I'll make it up to her, you know.
Yeah, you and me both.
It's a big difference. Gran, I chose to get into that car. You didn't choose to wake up in a burning house. Got no one but myself to blame. Oh, Bethany, you building that big tower all by yourself?
Gail, will you do something for me?
Ma'am, it's too soon to go back to the house.
No, it's not that. Would you rebook that appointment with the specialist as soon as possible, eh?
I see Bethany, the one-woman tidal wave's been up to her old tricks.
Well, I won't go up without a wetsuit.
Travelling light, son?
Do you want me to get bored?
You've got my scintillating conversation. How could he possibly get bored?
Hey, he gets enough
No,
sweet.
Gail, he's giving up his bedroom.
I
That's
just
the
wanted
least I can
to
do.
double-check these, you know? Make sure I got them right.
All right. Well, these are antibiotics. These will be for a chest infection. Anti-inflammatories. Precaution more than anything else. And these are your bog-standard painkillers. Bet she takes these as and when she needs them. Best not to get too reliant, you know?
And the dosage?
Well, just stick to what it says on the label. You can't go far wrong. Just make sure that she finishes the course.
It's just I'm worried about, you know, overdose.
Oh, well, yeah, that's best avoided, Richard.
I mean, she can get confused. I mean, how do we make sure that she doesn't forget and take too many?
You can get those little boxes with the days of the week on.
If she does forget, I mean, is there a risk?
Richard, these are paracetamol. You've got no need for me to tell you. I'm full of these.
We're in serious trouble.
Well, it's a worry, all this, I know, but... Well, these tablets won't be a problem. If you and Gail take responsibility, just stash them out of the way somewhere until she needs them.
Gal's got enough on her plate. Thanks, Martin. She's in safe hands now.
We have to face it, Sarah. Your Gran's not capable of living on her own anymore.
Does that mean she's going to move in here with us for good then?
Well, we haven't thought that far ahead, but Even if it's not here with us, you'll still need looking after.
What, like you mean moving to a home for old people?
No. No, we don't want that. We don't, do we, Richard?
Well, she's your mum, girl. I mean, whatever you want, I'll go along with you, know that.
The point is, it's up to us to look after her now. And that means she can't be left in the house on her own. She set fire to her own house. She could do the same here. Someone's going to have to be around to keep an eye on her all the time.
And not just in the house, either. She won't be allowed to go out on her own. She's a danger to herself, you see.
That's awful. Maybe she'll get better.
I don't think so, love. When people get Alzheimer's and the brain starts to go, it's going to be like having another baby in the house.
Whatever can be done for her will be done. I'll promise you that, girl.
What are you doing up, man? You can stay in bed as long as you like.
Oh, no, I couldn't sleep, Ged. I've been awake ages.
Well, have some tea, and I'll make some breakfast, and then you can get back into bed, OK?
No, I am going back to work. It's high time I was back in that salon.
You can't do that, Mum. You've just come out of hospital.
Ged, I would sooner be working than sitting about moping and twiddling my thumbs.
It's not on, Mum. You're not well enough.
I'm sure Gail's right.
Granny, it's too soon.
No, please, look. I've got my business to think of, and there's lots of other things need seeing to. I mean, the insurance on the house, for one thing.
Audrey, have you forgotten? We told you can leave all that.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I'll see to it. You don't want all that aggravation.
And Maxine's coping very well at the salon. We just want you to take things easy, Ma'am. You should be resting.
Yeah, all right, all right. Let's not have a lot of fuss about it. I just don't want to be a nuisance, that's all.
Well, you're not.
You'll never be a nuisance, Audrey. Now, have you taken your medication? We don't want you to miss a dose.
Just your paper bill, Richard?
Ah, yes, please.
Well, then that's 2 weeks, love, please.
Oh, as I thought.
How's Audrey?
Well, lucky. You could say very lucky. Apparently, she didn't inhale that much smoke, so she's in good shape physically.
When you say physically...
Well, Rita, between us, I mean, I know you're a very old friend of Audrey's. She wasn't in the greatest of states before this fire. And now she's gone through this distressing experience on top of everything else. Well, she's really very confused.
Oh, Lord. You know, it's the one thing everybody dreads as you're getting on a bit.
Morning.
Morning.
Oh. Ah, Richard, the very man. I'm just on my way to your house.
Oh.
Yes, I thought I'd pop in on Audrey, see how she's coming along.
Well, it's very kind of you, Archie, but I don't know if it would be such a good idea just at present. She's gone downhill a bit since you last saw her. She's in, well, a bit of a shaky state of mind just at the moment.
Oh, I thought I might cheer her up a bit.
Well, I know you mean well, but I don't think you'd be doing her a great kindness the way things are. If you could leave it just a little while.
Point taken. My word. It's just as well Audrey's got you and Gail in her corner.
Most certainly is.
I mean, the minute Audrey's in her right, the minute she's up to it, I'll get on the phone. I mean, as soon as she's up to receiving visitors again, the happier I'll be.
Hi, Fred.
Hi.
Sarah, you nearly ready?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
We'll get a move on or else we'll be late.
What's he doing now?
Fred, it's just a flying visit.
You'll upset her. The less she talks about what's happened, the better.
Well, I'll let you get on. I'll call back in a bit.
Oh, no, I'll be over in the Rovers. I'm popping over tonight, I dare say.
And you'll be sure of a warm welcome. I say a warm welcome.
Oh, Fred.
Bye, girl. Love.
Bye-bye, Fred.
Richard? Bye.
Ma'am, I'm taking Sarah to the hospital for a checkup.
Yes, all right, love.
But don't worry, you'll not be on your own.
I don't mind being on my own, Gail.
But you don't have to be, Audrey. I'll be here.
Right, glasses, makeup. Off we go. Oh! Gave me a right turn, Richard.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm going out.
Going out? Is that wise?
I just fancied a breath of fresh air, so I thought I'd go for a walk.
Where to?
Dunno, really, just a walk. Across the Red Wreck, maybe. Along the canal. It's quite nice there now they've cleaned it up. That must be down to the Commonwealth Games, I suppose. And it brings me out near Archie Shuttleworth.
You can't go on your own. I can't allow that, I'm afraid, Audrey.
Oh, can't allow it? What do you mean?
Gail would never forgive me. I mean, she'd be worried sick. Look, why don't I come with you? You're right. It's nice down there along by the canal. I'll get my jacket.
Oh, Forgive me, look, I don't mean to be personal, my love, but I'd rather be on my own.
You'll be safe with me, Audrey.
I've never heard anything so stupid in my life.
There's nothing stupid about putting safety
We're
first.
back. Sarah's doing fine. I'm very pleased with her. What's going on?
Richard's trying to tell me that I am not capable of going out of the house on my own.
Sarah, go up and get changed. Okay. Ma'am, Richard's only doing what I asked him to, so there's no point in taking it out on him.
I don't understand, Gail.
He's trying to look after you. We all are. We care about you.
Yeah. That doesn't give anybody the right to tell me that I can't go out for a walk.
You can't be on your own, ma'am. Not anymore.
What do you mean?
What happened? The fire at the house. I mean, you could have died. You were lucky to get out alive.
Yes, I know that, Gail.
It's not safe to be on your own anymore. When you start losing your mind, it puts you in all sorts of dangers. Danger to yourself and to others. We just want to keep you safe.
That's all we care about, Audrey.
No. Okay. No. Okay. Am I so bad?
That's all right, Mum. It's all right. We love you. And we'll always be there for you. Me and Richard. She's asleep.
Good.
She cried and cried. I did too. I mean, she doesn't want to face it, but she knows she has to. Oh, God, I hope I don't end up like that. Losing your mind. It's just awful.
You won't end up like that.
You can't be sure of that.
Well, I am. Don't ask me how I know, I just am. Anyway, look, we're going to have to be practical about Audrey. I mean, she's never going to be capable again. I mean, we're going to have to start to do her thinking for her.
I know. It occurred to me we can't let her do the cooking. We don't want to set in fire to this house as well.
I think we should see about getting power of attorney, legal permission to run her affairs for her, look after her property and money and so on.
You think so?
Well, I'm sure of it. I mean, the way she is now, someone could take advantage of her. Get their hands on everything she's got. Well, I mean, we wouldn't want that to happen, would we? Well, there'll be forms she'll have to sign,
She might not like that.
Well, I dare say she'll see it's in her own interests. Well, she puts great faith in you, She'll take notice of you. Hey, do you fancy a cup of tea?
Yes, I do. Do you realise we haven't had anything to eat since breakfast? We must be starving. I tell you something. I couldn't have coped with this on my own. I don't know what I'd have done without you.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
I'm striker, mate. What do you play?
Midfield.
No, that's okay.
Hi, Mum.
Where's your sister?
She's behind somewhere. This is David who lives next door.
Hey, David.
David, don't you tell your mum, okay?
What's going on?
What all that about? Come on.
I think I'll start pushing the insurance people, because the best thing we can do is get Audrey's house cleaned up and put it on the market.
Ma'am! Ma'am!
What's the matter?
It's Gran, she's out on the street.
She can't be.
She is, she told me not to tell you, but I think there's something wrong with her.
Oh, my God. What are we going to do?
It's all right. I'll go after her. Which way she go?
Past Rovers on Rosman Street.
Right. Don't worry, I'll find her.
Can I come?
No, you stay with your mum.
Well, let him help if he wants to.
I think it'll be better if I handle this alone.
Audrey! Audrey! It's only me! It's only me! Everything's all right! We need to talk, love.
No, go away!
Whatever it is you're worried about, We can sort it out right now. Just you and me.
No!
Audrey, this is not good, is it? How do you think it makes me feel, you running away from me like this?
Oh, just go away!
I can't do that because you need my help. Come on, I'm going to put you in the car and take
No!
you. Come on. Gail's waiting. She's worried about you.
You think I've gone mad?
I just think you need looking after, that's it. Now, come on, get in the car. You'll be fine. You'll see.
I don't want to go with you. No, no! Audrey!
What's all this back? Audrey, what's up? What's going on?
Oh, Archie, will you help me, please? Now, can I come in? Can I stay with you? Archie, please help me.
I'm sorry I had to see this, Archie. That's why I didn't want you to visit this morning.
Well, I don't understand. What's the matter, Audrey?
Just let me come in. I don't want to go back to Gail's, please.
You see how it is? Her mind's wandering, Archie. You can't help her when she's like this.
Archie, I beseech you, don't let him take me back.
People are only trying to do their best for you, Audrey, love.
Yeah, come on. I'll get you home.
You need looking after, love. You'll be best with Gail.
Archie's right. I mean, you know he is. My Gail's worried sick you're running off like that.
Well, you and Gail think I'm senile. You want to keep me shut up like a little kid in a playpen.
No. You see how it is? She doesn't know what's happening.
Yes, I do. I heard you and Gail talking. You'd like to get me certified so you'd have me put away. That's it, isn't it? You want my money?
Oh, come on, love.
Archie, I can see it all now. Everything that's happening, all the troubles, everything, the house on fire, everything. It's you.
That is so hurtful. How can you talk like that?
Archie, please, now, if you are my true friend, please, believe me. Please look after me. Please don't make me go with him.
All right, Audrey, you best go in the house.
Thank you.
This isn't right, Archie. You can see the state she's in.
This will calm her down a bit. Now, just tell Gail not to worry. I'll see she's okay. Cup of tea and sit down. That's what you need.
He's after my money. He tried to kill me.
Yes. Come on, come and sit down. Don't worry, she'll be fine.
He wants to kill me. I know he does. He's been trying to kill me all along. No! Archie, that is the only thing that makes sense.
Oh, come on, Audrey.
Why else do you think he followed me here?
To take you home. He's worried about you.
Oh.
Audrey, open the door.
Go away!
Let me in. Come on, this isn't fair on Archie.
Leave me alone.
Archie, open the door. I need to talk to you.
Don't listen to him, Archie. Come on, let's call the police.
Audrey, I think you might be getting a bit carried away.
Haven't you heard a word I've said? He's trying to kill me. He wants my money.
Without you, Audrey. Gail's worried sick.
Look, if you don't call the police, I will. Where's your phone?
Well, it's in there, but...
Open the door.
No!
I'm sorry about this. Now, Audrey.
Get away from me! Just get out!
Calm down.
You're scaring her.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Richard, now back off now. You're making things worse.
She's just confused.
Look, you're terrifying the poor woman.
She needs to be confused.
Look, let's talk outside, okay?
You don't believe in this, do you?
Get out! Don't worry, Audrey. It'll be all right. I'll just have a word with him, then I'll send him on his way. Now, don't do anything silly.
I can't leave her with you in this state.
I can handle it.
But she's not well. I mean, did you hear the things she was saying?
Yes, but you mustn't worry yourself about it. These kind of paranoid delusions, they're not unusual.
That's all she is.
Yes, I know. I've seen it before. I've never known it happen so fast. No, it's probably delayed shock from the fire.
It's been coming on for quite a while.
Look, leave her with me for now.
Well, I can't do that.
Yes, let me talk to her now. I've got a spare bed. She can stay there tonight. She'll probably be okay in the morning.
I'd feel a lot happier if you let me take her on.
You saw her. You wouldn't get her in that car without a straitjacket.
Well, I can't impose on you like this, Archie. It's my problem.
Look, let's face it. You're the last person she wants to be with at the moment. So let me try and talk some sense into her. She's watching us now. So let her see you get into the car and drive off. I'll be okay. I'll look after her. You know. Go on now, go.
Okay. If you have any trouble, you promise you'll ring me.
Yes, she'll be okay once you've gone.